What's up, everyone? Today we're gonna go over how to adjust all the squat rack attachments and all the possibilities you can do. So there's gonna be our starter kit for squat racks and barbells, okay? So on here you can do shoulder presses, you can do chest presses or bench presses, right? You can do squats, you can do deadlifts, you can do rows, you can do all sorts of things here. The first thing you're gonna see on these is you're gonna see your barbell holders, your barbells. You got safety racks right here. So I'm gonna show you guys how to adjust these, okay? These are very funky at first. So if this is the first time ever using something like this, watch, you twist this to the outer side. So if you see, these are my two things that hold the squat rack together. You go to the outer side and then you just drag it out. These right here go into whatever hole you need. So if you're gonna do things like squats, you're gonna be up higher. If you're gonna do things like bent over row or deadlifts, you're probably gonna be more down here. So from here, you just go in, push it, and then you twist it. And make sure that these are nice and straight here, okay? Once you're ready for a particular movement, you just grab your barbell and you set it there. Now, a little tricky thing is you're probably gonna mess it up a couple times. We all do that. Sometimes we're like, it's like one off or two off, but yeah, you can just go from there. Okay, so these safety racks right here, these are a little bit longer because the barbell is gonna go right over here, somewhere right there. Now, if I wanna put this, it's very similar to this. It's just a little bit heavier. Just make sure you use both hands here. And you're gonna put this somewhere like this, where whatever exercise you're doing and depending on your height, and then from there, you just push that in. It should be pretty stable here, okay? Let me grab the other one really fast. So I'm gonna go in here and put the other one so it goes on the opposite end, right? I'm gonna try to guess where I put it. I think I put it right about there. We're gonna find out. And it's a little low. See, we always mess it up here. That's typical gym behavior here. So we're gonna bring that there. This is nice. So like when you're trying to do some sort of rows, which means you're pulling towards your body, right? You can set that there and you can put your plates and all that. So like I'm gonna just demonstrate very quickly. If I'm doing a row, I can just go here. When I get too tired, you can just, boom, set it there easy. So you can use that there too. When you're doing things like squats or bench press or anything like that, you can raise these up. So in case it gets really scary, when you fail, right, and it's getting really hard, you can just drop down and that thing's gonna save you. So please use these because this will save you lots of injuries and potentially your life, okay? All right, so the other thing I wanna show you guys is these. So once you put your weight on there, right, especially because you don't want things to be wobbling all over the place, especially if it's your very first time. You put your plates onto the bar and these right here. You're gonna see these kinds, so these clips here, you squeeze them, you keep them squeezed the whole time, and then from there you go all the way towards the edge. You're gonna see some other ones that you like flip it around, you flick it around, and it has like this little like finger looking thing. You slide that, and then once you're ready, you push it forward and it'll tighten it up. So all of this stuff, barbells are usually gonna be in your squat rack area. In some gyms, they kind of float around. These, you usually have them in a spot like this. So usually they'll be somewhere close by the squat rack area. You can just put them right there. Some other squat racks will have little hooks on the top and they'll have the hooks here. So you can put them up there as well. Well, the barbells should be there. The safeties, some people take them off just because they're trying to do some other exercise. So just kind of look around. They're always going to be somewhere within this area. And see, like right now, I'm assuming somebody was doing some sort of pull-ups because you can also do pull-ups up here. Sometimes they're just kind of hidden by the ground, but they're always going to be close by. So you can find all that stuff. Another thing that you're going to see around the squat racks, you'll see chalk bowls. So the chalk here, what you can do is you put the chalk, right now it's a little empty right now, but usually you have a little block and you can put chalk right about here. You want it somewhere in the fingertip area, right in here. That's gonna help you grip stuff. So when you go into heavier loads, and especially once you get a little bit more sweater as you go into your workout, things are gonna get slippery. So you just put chalk right in here. It's gonna be good for like your rows, especially your deadlifts, because deadlifts you're gonna do a lot more weight too. So you'll see this very close by. Sometimes they'll have them in bowls, or you can always ask your gym where they have that. But usually they're very close by to the area where you're gonna see barbells. If you guys have any other questions, leave us in the comment. We'll see you guys in the next video.